Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. We are very excited to offer you guys a absolutely gorgeous 2006 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited LJ. For those unfamiliar with the Unlimited LJ, it's the extended wheelbase. They only made these 04, 05, and 06, so they're very rare, very sought after. Obviously, the very last year of the LJ and TJ platform. One owner, Carfax certified, guaranteed history, flawless history, clean and clear title, over 20 service records on the Carfax report, garage kept. We bought it directly from a 62-year-old local gentleman that absolutely took perfect care of this thing, drove it on nice spring days, never drove it in the winter. We'll show you the undercarriage. It looks brand new. You are looking, in my opinion, one of the nicest, if not the nicest LJ on the entire market. We know the market very well. We specialize in this Jeeps, and you just don't find them like this. A lot of people always ask us, where do you find your Jeeps? And it's there's no magic place. For every one Jeep that we have, we had to pass on probably 10 just to get that one. Like mentioned earlier, completely original, all bone stock, no modifications, and you just simply don't find Jeeps like that any longer. If you're familiar with us here at Davis Autosports, you know that we do customized Jeeps. We build them, we restore them. This Jeep was just way too original, way too nice to do that to. However, if you buy it and you want us to add one of our packages, we will be more than happy to do so. You can visit our website at davisautosports.com to look at all the Wranglers that we've built. We've built well over 300 Wranglers. You can also view them all on YouTube as well. But this thing was just way too gorgeous to start hacking into. Also, as far as the value of these things, obviously something is only original once, and these are very sought after. Over the last 5 years, more so over the last couple years, the values of these are just getting higher and higher, and they're going to continue down that road. So if you have something this original, this nice, it's only going to benefit the ownership of it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the paint. There's a lot of reasons why I say this Jeep's one of the nicest ones on the market. I'm going to hope to prove that here in this video. So we're going to start off with the paint first. We did do our full paint correction service on this Jeep. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's about a 3 to 4 day process with different wet sands, compounds, high-speed buffs, polishes, etc. But this Jeep was already in phenomenal condition, and the paint correction just makes it nicer. So we are shooting this in 4K. If you have the ability to watch it in 4K, please do so. All original paint, garage kept Jeep, and it clearly shows that. I mean, if you just look at that reflection on a black Wrangler, you don't find the paint in that condition. I have sold plenty of Wranglers, probably over 30, with less than 20,000 miles, and black ones just show differently. And to see one this nice, we do have one PDR on the entire Jeep that we are taking out. It's in this region right there. Other than that, there's not one single dent on the entire body. I mean, just look how flat all that sheet metal is. That's another thing too. Usually these Wranglers, the metal, and it's nothing that the owner or owners do, but they just have a tendency to not look so flat, and the panels on this are absolutely incredible. All the decals, perfect, no imperfections. Front grille's even very clean. I mean, look at that sun shining right down on that panel. That's usually the worst time to look at black paint, is when the sun is shining on it, and it's just beautiful reflection all the way through. You're not going to find a nicer LJ on the market. Once again, beautiful reflection all the way through. So moving on to the flares and the bumpers and the wheels and tires. as well as the mirrors and these door handles. Part of our paint correction on the paint, we want to extend that service to the other parts of the body. So the entire front bumper caps were completely sanded down, refinished in automotive grade paint to give it a nice black finish. So there's no armor all or anything on that. That's exactly the way that is going to look for years to come. A lot of dealers will spray all these components with Armor All. They'll shine in the pictures, and then once it rains, they actually look worse than before applying the Armor All. Fender flares were also refinished. As you see, it's a nice satin finish, so just looks really, really well. Continues on down there. Refinished these as well. Door handles get sanded and painted down. Rear fender flare. License plate bracket. Rear bumper. And this isn't something that had to get done. The thing is, all these components, due to time alone, have a tendency to fade a little bit and not look as dark. Even garage kept, because they're dyed from the factory, and plastic doesn't hold dye as well as a base coat, clear coat application. So it's not that any of those had issues. We just wanted this Jeep to look as good as possible, and that's just what we do. These wheels are also known to have clear coat issues and peeling. One of the reasons we changed them out so often, and these are all original. Look at the center caps, the lug nuts. They're absolutely beautiful and perfect condition. This still has the factory writing on the tire. I mean, just look at the wheels. I mean, these wheels they could pass as being new. They're that nice. It's all these things that you just don't see on a Jeep. Beautiful. Same thing here. Mirror housing, caps, everything. Perfect finish. So just in reconditioning alone on the exterior, I got 2 of my recon specialists that this is what they do for a living. They don't do anything else. We got about 6 days just getting this thing absolutely what we call perfect in the wrapper, whatever you want to describe it as, but that's what this Jeep is. So we just don't buy nice Jeeps and sell them. A lot of dealers that received this Jeep, they would have put some tire shine, gave it a quick wash, and put it on the market, and it still would have been a really nice Jeep. But no matter what we buy, we can always make it nicer, and that's sort of what we do with all of our vehicles. So I'm going to show you the undercarriage. I'm going to take this camera off the Steadicam to give you guys some better views, so just bear with me for a second. So the undercarriage on this Jeep is remarkable. It really, really is something you really have to see in person. Every nook and cranny. You can check out that wheel well. It's all so clean. Frame. Look at that floor pan going all the way down. That frame is completely solid as can be. No flaking whatsoever. Same thing with the control arm brackets. But just look at that floor pan. It's brand new looking all the way down. Look how smooth that metal is on that frame. You do not find them like this unless they've been absolutely garage kept. That sticker right there is a factory sticker that's still on that shock, it's just a paper sticker, but the fact that it's still on there just shows you how well this thing's been kept. 20 degrees out here, and I'm getting down on the asphalt for you guys. Once again, engraving in the frame. I mean, the floor pan is amazing in this thing. It's literally like brand new. Look at that, smooth. Right up to that thing, smooth as can be. Everything. Check out that sticker on the shock right there. That's a factory sticker. I'm gonna zoom in for you. Look how clean that sticker is. Price just went up on the Jeep, guys, unfortunately. I'm just teasing you. So while we're here, we'll go ahead and show you the inside, which is also insanely clean. 99% of the Jeep Wranglers that come in, and you can check them all over the internet, and even we've sold them with 10,000 miles, they have a split in the door panel right here. It's just something that happens. Obviously, no issue there whatsoever. Brackets to the seats, perfect. Non-smoker, no dog hair. It's just a super clean, all original Jeep. I mean, just as clean as you can get. No other way to put it. To be honest with you, we didn't even spend a whole lot of time on the interior. We are going to give it a little more of a once over, but this thing is just super, super clean. All right, so I'll leave the steady cam there. We'll go ahead and take this thing on a quick test drive. So everything's been tested. AC works as it should. Heat, four-wheel drive. Drivability wise, this thing drives phenomenal. It will come with a full tank of gas. Once again, if you had missed it earlier, this is a one-owner truck, bought locally by the original owner, owned it its entire life, garage kept it, and we bought it directly from the owner. Has not left the state of Virginia. This thing drives, it's one of the smoothest driving Jeeps I've been in. I mean, it literally just drives perfect. Steering is very tight. Just such a clean Jeep. Cigarette lighter also has never been used. Zero odors. Now that the engine's warmed up a little bit, I'll do a U-turn here and we'll get on it just to show you that the transmission and the engine and the whole driveline functions as it should. Should be able to handle some stress. Do a full U-turn right here as well. Check out all the power steering components. As you see, they work good. Let's give it about an 85% acceleration. And once we get to a final speed, we'll slow down and let it drop a gear. Very, very smooth. We'll slow down a little bit, then we'll nail it so it drops a gear. Get to about 40. This is a full acceleration, full stress, perfectly smooth. Smooth as can be. Cruise control is now on. Feet off the foot and brake. Cruising perfectly. This thing drives very, very smooth. Look at this steering wheel. Let me go on wide view. I mean, this thing is smooth, smooth, smooth. All right, guys, I wouldn't take your time on this Jeep. One owner, 79,000 miles, 06, fully serviced, all the documentation, all original. You're not gonna find them like this. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is not the full advertisement. Go to our website, davisautosports.com, to get the pricing, the VIN number, additional information. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube via eBay, this probably won't last its full auction. Most of our auctions, we do end the auction early. If you have any questions, 855-955-3377. Thank you.